Now, you know, running a small business, apart from the technology and getting involved in the digital space, which is really, really important, particularly in this day and age, the other two major things that are very, very important as part of running a small business is obviously marketing and team and people. And that's effectively what our next two speakers are going to talk about. First one, Layla Haj Ali, who's a senior marketing consultant with the Australian Business Solutions Consulting, which I said earlier was part of the New South Wales Business Chamber. Layla's going to take us through the latest traditional and non-traditional marketing methods or methodologies to boost our business performance, customer acquisition, positioning and exposure. So Layla, you're going to talk to us?
As Tony mentioned, I am here to speak to you about some digital strategies that you can implement in your business. And I'm really going to take it from the perspective of low cost to no cost digital marketing solutions for SMEs. So as was what was mentioned, my name is Layla Haj Ali. I am the Senior Manager of the Marketing Consulting Division at Australian Business Consulting and Solutions. And Australian Business Consulting and Solutions forms part of the Australian Business Solutions Group, which is part of the New South Wales Business Chamber. So not only do we like really long business names as in our organisation, we also work with SMEs on a daily basis to help them to grow their business through marketing strategies. And myself and my team in our full service marketing agency work with businesses much like yourself in the areas of design and digital and offline marketing solutions. So as already mentioned, I'm here to speak to you about low cost to no cost marketing solutions. And this all came about, Jan and I worked together for quite a few years now, originally through another program called the Digital Enterprise Program. And what we've really found as a result of that relationship is that small businesses struggle, and they struggle with that plethora of information that's available out there on Google, where's Joel? And it really is quite complex to think about from an SME's perspective, the opportunities that are available out there in the universe. And what then you need to do to try to digest that information, to pick the variety of solutions and opportunities that are available out there to help your business grow. And from an SME perspective, it can be particularly quite difficult because you're wearing many hats, and the most of your day is spent running around putting out operational fires, so you can actually try to get some invoices paid and some money through the door, and that's always quite important. So what we're trying to do in today's session is answer the question that's on your screen now, and that question is how. How do I raise awareness of who we are and what we do as a business? How do I attract leads to my organisation? And how am I meant to grow my business? And really the list goes on, and these are some of the questions that we get asked quite frequently from our clients. And to help you answer this question, because it could be quite a long answer, so what I've tried to do is put together a list of the top 10 strategies that SMEs can implement in their day-to-day business to hopefully see you succeed and flourish. And the first of those on the top 10 list is to create a marketing strategy. And although that seems quite obvious of a thing to say, what we find is that a lot of businesses skip the strategy part because you've got it all in your mind. And you decide, that's it, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to roll with it and really just start to sell and to push everything out there. And the reason why I strongly advocate business strategies or marketing strategies is not just because I am a marketer by trade, and so it's what it is that I've done for the last 15 years, but because marketing strategies really are there to help you realise your business objectives. And it gives you an opportunity to align your return on investment and the investment that you're making within your marketing to your business goals. It minimizes that urge that I'm sure every single one of you have had at some point in your life to run after that bright and shiny thing, or to respond to that individual who's called you and said, hey, guess what, do I have a deal for you? And you're like, yes, I want to participate in that deal, and here is my $200. And so what we really like to do with business strategy or marketing strategies is to help you to align that to reduce the amount of running after these ad hoc marketing activities. If you add up the amount of money that you spend on these ad hoc projects, you will actually probably have a substantial marketing budget to spend. And the other reason why I'm a big advocate of marketing strategies is because it promotes transparency across the business to all members of your organisation, to allow them to participate in that marketing journey and to provide insights and add value along the way. As much as some of you may think, marketing is not just the job or the role of the marketing department, it's everybody's responsibility to market and represent the business well, and so it's really important that you all participate in that. Now, a marketing strategy does not have to be an overwhelming, convoluted reiteration of, War and Peace. It really just has to be something simple that allows you to get your thoughts on a piece of paper and ensure that they're logical and they're aligned with your business goals. And so what we have up on the screen is an 8-step process that we recommend our clients and the SMEs that we coach and mentor to use to create their marketing strategy. And all it really does is help you to step through the process so that you can, I suppose, take those ideas that are in your mind and put them on a piece of paper. The second strategy or tip that we recommend small businesses use is to leverage the online tools that are available to help you keep on track. And there are obviously a variety of reasons why that's so important, but many of them are, from an efficiency perspective, but also mostly because we recognise that as an organisation, you spend a lot of time wearing those multiple hats, so sometimes you need something to help you along the way. We're going to go through a couple of tools at the moment, and they are free, so they tick that low-cost box. But there are things that I recommend that you look into. And the first of these tools are probably something that you may have come across in the past. They are Buffer and Hootsuite, and Buffer and Hootsuite provide really, among other things, two main insights or values and benefits to your business. And those benefits are through time-saving benefits, but then also through insights. From a time-saving perspective, Hootsuite and Buffer allow you to schedule in advance some of the social media posts that you're looking at doing. And the great thing about it is that they let you to integrate with up to 10 social media platforms. If you are on 10 social media platforms, the first thing that I would ask you to do is actually review that, because I think for most of you it's completely unnecessary for you to be on 10, and all you're doing is creating unnecessary stress and pressure in your life, and probably doing yourself and your brand a disservice, because the quality of your engagement on those social media channels are probably quite poor if you've got 10. But regardless, they allow you to integrate with 10, and you might be amazing, and I might just being judgmental. And what you can do then is pre-plan your social media posts. So it might be on a Friday afternoon, you're over the week, you don't want to be bothered anymore, and you want to decide to spend 2 hours planning your social media posts for the next fortnight. So they're a really great tool to allow you to do that. And the other time-saving benefit that Hootsuite and Buffer provide is that it creates or makes suggestions of other people's content that you can then use to share on your social sites as well. And we refer to that as curated content. So you don't have to feel the pressure to create hordes of content and spend all of your time writing these lengthy pieces of content or engaging a formal copywriter to do it, you can leverage other people's content and share that on your social media posts as well. So referencing something like I saw this the other day, I thought it was really insightful and I thought I would share it with you all as well. The next tool that I want to talk to you about is a tool that our online solution development team within the Chamber have actually created, and it's a tool that's called Business Propel. And Business Propel is a fantastic way to help you to manage the implementation of your marketing strategy. So you can go in there, create your marketing strategy, you can create tasks, you can assign those tasks to other people in your business, and you can measure how it is that you're performing against other people and as well as other people within your industry sector. What I'm going to do now is show you a really quick video on how that works.
When you're busy in your business, finding the insights you need to move forward can be tough. Imagine a tool that offers a complete picture of your business, from small to big picture items. A tool for better understanding your customers, people, and how to generate more. A tool that gets you working on your business and not in your business. Business Propel. Move your business forward.
If you do want to find out more information, there is a representative of Business Propel here today. He's a gentleman by the name of Joel, and he will be at the stand just outside to the right of the door later on in the networking session. The third strategy that provides low cost to no cost digital marketing solutions for SMEs is ensuring that you have a good brand and a compelling message. And again, it's one of those strategies that seems quite obvious, but it's something that we find many SMEs aren't actually investing time in because they're too busy just out there selling their product and service, and they're not really thinking about their brand or their image or how it is that they're coming across to their target audience, what their target audience is feeling about them, how it is that what their perception is in market, and those types of things. And it really is critical, and it's one of those things that larger organisations, Optus being an amazing example of that, have got down pat because they understand the value in that good brand and the value in that compelling message. And a brand is more than a logo. I think a couple of you are kind of sitting there saying, well, I have a logo, so I've ticked that box, and I'm sorry to break it to you, but you haven't, because there's more to a brand than just that logo. It really is about the feelings and the thoughts and the ideas and all of that emotion that's conjured when a person comes across you. So if you think about Coca-Cola as an example, people don't just think about their logo. They think about summer days and beach cricket and barbecues and having good times with the family and those types of things, because that's the brand, that's the emotion that they're portraying. Up on the screen there is something that anybody that's ever done a marketing degree will shudder now to see this, because it's Moore's positioning statement, and it's something we all learnt in year one of our Bachelor of Business degrees. But Moore's positioning statement is a really great tool that you can use to help formulate your USP. And that USP can then be used in your marketing collateral or in your marketing messaging, but also across as part of your elevator pitch. And it's a great tool to formulate that USP from an overall organisational perspective, but you may also create a unique selling proposition for a specific industry or target audiences as well. And what it allows you to do is to ensure that everybody in your business is speaking about your business in the same way, so that you have a consistent message to market. The fourth strategy is to review your website, and I don't want you to review your website as you. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of your customer and review it from their perspective, and see whether or not the messaging or the products and services that you're trying to portray are actually really clear on the website. As consumers, we're getting more and more impatient. A few years ago as marketers, we had a whole 8 seconds to impress you and tell you about the products and the services that we've got. We now have 3. and we're becoming even more fussy as consumers in that I don't even want to click more than 2 times to find the information that's specific to me and that is about what it is that I want to know. So you need to ensure that your website has the information that your consumer wants to know about, and it will help them with what was being mentioned earlier on with Google's algorithm. When you review your website, there are 2 perspectives that you need to take into consideration, and those perspectives are from a technical perspective. So is it built correctly? Is it on a search-friendly platform? Is it optimized well, and those types of things? But then also from a customer's perspective as well. And so is it easy to use? Does it have the information that I'm looking for? And is it tailored to me? And once you have a review of your site in those contexts, you can then start to see whether or not it's going to be easy for you to connect with your target audience, and whether or not your 24/7 representation of you and your business is actually doing the job that you want it to do. The 5th strategy is all about content. And content again forms part of Google's algorithm, and it's good content that Google is looking for, because Google wants to make certain that its visitors or its customers are getting what it is that they are after. And so creating content and good valuable content is a really useful way to help in that manner with your SEO. So a lot of people ask us, well, why should I build a blog? You know, I'm busy, I'm a small business owner, it's just me and a couple of other people, I don't have the time for it. And there are a variety of reasons why a blog is beneficial, but the 3 reasons that are up on your screen now are probably some of the most prominent. It helps you position your brand as a trusted advisor. You want your customer to know that you know everything that there is to know about the bike business. You want them to know that they can trust you wholeheartedly and you're going to take advantage of them or their money. You also want to engage with your audience on a personal level and as a human. At the end of the day, we are people and people buy from people, and so you need to ensure that you have that personal touch in the way that you communicate. And it's often hard to do that through a brochure, because we're really focused on ensuring that the business has a strong brand. But the blog allows you the opportunity to share that insight. And so what some of our clients do is actually profile their staff members. And they don't just profile them on their technical expertise or capability, but they share things like what their favourite ice cream is and their favourite place that they went on a holiday and those types of things. And although they're not strictly related to what it is that you do in your business, it is a way for them to connect with your team and with your business on that personal level. And then obviously, as we've touched on, blog content allows you to be found it helps you with your SEO and being found organically on Google. Now, your blog doesn't have to just be words. You don't have to stress about spending hours on end creating all of this content and flashbacks of school and writing essays. You know, there are different ways that you can create content, and we're going to look at some of them now. The first is white papers and ebooks. So white papers and ebooks I particularly like because you can use them in one of 2 ways. The first is that they can form part of your blog content and again driving specific traffic back to your website. But the other reason is that you can easily use that in a second way through using it as a lead generation tool. So you might create Google AdWords that are specific or related to a particular ebook that you've created or a white paper that you've created to drive those leads to your website. So you might have them on your site as gated content in the sense that people have to type in their email address in order to access that piece of work. But it's a really nice way for you to generate leads, so then you can then contact them and follow up and create an opportunity out of it. The other really useful form of content is video. Google owns YouTube. YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine in the world. Google, no offense, is in the business of making money for Google. And so if there is video content that exists exists, it will reference it highly on search results because it wants you to go and use another one of its tools. And so a really good way to enable or to leverage that is to create video content. But that video content has to be valuable, it has to be useful, you have to be answering a question that somebody has. So you can't just sit and talk about yourself. There'd be no value in me creating a video that has me just standing there saying, hi, my name's Layla Hajali, I'm from Australian Business Consulting and Solutions, and go through the whole rigmarole again. It's nobody's going to get anything out of it. But if you can create some video content that either has testimonials from some of your clients, or is profiling some of your staff members, or is helping them through their journey and whatever it is that you do in your business, then that's going to be really well received. Whatever it is that you do with your video content, just make certain it looks nothing like this.
Howdy y'all, this here's Mike. Down at Mike's Golf Shop, where we buy golf. That's right, we buy golf clubs. Mike's Golf Shop. Come on over here, we buy golf clubs. Over at Mike's Golf Shop. Come on down here, we buy golf clubs. That's right. We buy golf clubs.
He just keeps going for about 7 minutes. But Mike is one of our most favourite examples of what not to do with video, and it's also what I find my team watching on a Friday afternoon when they should be working. So, you know, we've got a love Mike. The last example that I'm going to give you for alternative to written word content is infographics. And infographics are really great because they allow you to portray a message visually, and we all know that visual content is really well received, it's shareable, people will like it and post it on their social media so they can look smart as well. So it's a really great tool for you to use to profile your expertise in your business. The sixth strategy, something's on my mind. The sixth strategy is social media. And social media is an obvious must for businesses in today's digital environment. And if we had more time, I would go through the variety of platforms that exist and tell you how to use them and where you should be using them, what business it's for, and those types of things. But because we don't, what I would just like to say to you is to be considerate about the social media platforms that you engage with. So make certain that you're participating in platforms that are useful for your target audience. So for example, if you're a plumber, maybe reconsider your investment in Facebook, because at the end of the day, when my pipes have burst and I'm freaking out because the couch is getting wet and my husband is going to kill me, I am not going to Facebook to look for my plumber. I'm going to Google to look for somebody who is local and you can get to me within 20 minutes before he comes home from work. The other message that I would like to get across is the #1 rule when it comes to social media, and that is that you cannot just talk at your customer. You cannot just yell at them, here's my product, here's my service, buy it now. It really is a platform that you need to use to engage with your audience and have a conversation. The other really useful thing that you can get out of social media is some insights into who your customer is, where they are, what their interests are, and then use that information to your advantage when it comes to the types of content that you're looking at creating. The 7th strategy is about customer experience, and I think that it's getting more and more important as marketing and the way that we do business is transitioning online. So it's really quite important for you to really focus on that customer experience. And I say customer experience instead of just customer service, because it really is about that journey that customer goes on and how it is that you can surprise and delight them across the way. And so you need to focus on superior customer service, and again, customer service isn't just the responsibility of the customer service team. Everybody within the organisation is responsible for delivering superior customer service. And it really comes down to, you know, things like the very first time that they speak with somebody on the phone, or how quickly you respond to their comment that they've made on Facebook, or what you do or how you treat them after you've taken their money and delivered their service. You know, what is that after sales support? And to help you to understand that, what you should be considering is mapping out your customer's journey. So what are the different stages? What do you think that they would be feeling throughout those stages? And literally draw smiley faces. We all know emojis, we're quite familiar with the different expressions that faces can have. So use that to really visually display what it is that a customer would be experiencing. And when you've got, you know, those sad faces, think about some of the things that you can implement to close those gaps. Or if you've got really happy faces, elated faces, what you can do to really focus on that part of the journey as something that's unique in a service offering to your business. The eighth strategy is an oldie but a goodie, and they are search engine optimization and search engine marketing. SEO, as you all know, is a longer tail strategy, and it helps you to rank organically on Google. And SEM is where you can pay to appear or rank highly on Google's results. They are both really great tools. SEO is fantastic as that long-term strategy. It really does verify you as being that trusted advisor. It's really kind of Google's vouching for the quality of work that you deliver to your clients. And SEM is fantastic as that short-term strategy. You know, I want to really target people that are in Macquarie Park, and I only want to speak to them during 1 and 1:30 on a Tuesday. And you can really get really quite granular with how it is that you communicate with them. It's also fantastic, a fantastic way to control the number of leads that you're getting in your business. So if you're finding that you're inundated with work, you can turn your Google ads off, pause them for a little bit until you're ready to take some more orders. Another really nice tool that Google has is remarketing, and remarketing really is your opportunity or your second chance to try to engage that person. So in the past, people would have come to your website, they would have visited, they may not have taken an action, you know, contacted you or filled out an inquiry form or done anything. And so what you can now do is subtly stalk them online and place ads strategically on other websites and on social media feeds and those types of things to remind them to come back. Hey, don't forget about me. So it's your way to be a little bit needy as a business. And what you can also do is really focus on specific target audiences as well. So you can kind of tell Google, hey, these are the people that yield the most amount of profit for me. Let's target people that look like that, and you can really get quite specific in what it is that you can do. The ninth strategy is all about testimonials, case studies, and brand advocates. And the reason why we've included that in there is because nothing costs less than a compliment. But what you have to get good at is leveraging those compliments that you receive, you know, regularly from your clients. And the first way to do that is through testimonials. And testimonials are fantastic because they demonstrate that you can actually do what you say you were going to do. And it's a really nice way to have other people say that you're good at what you say you are good at as well. Case studies, a little bit of an elaboration on testimonials, and they're fantastic because they allow the reader to go on the journey and through reading the case study or viewing the case study, see themselves in that example that's there. Case studies and testimonials breed brand advocates, and brand advocates are those priceless individuals who will stand up at a seminar and say how great you are, who will spread the word about your services and your products, and who really get out there and vouch for you as a business. And the 10th strategy is all about live broadcasting. And live broadcasting is a fantastic low-cost initiative for you to leverage what you're currently doing, but to a larger audience. And it gives the audience the opportunity to comment and engage in that activity as well. So as an example, you may be at a show like this, or you may be completing a product demonstration, or you may be conducting a focus group or Q&A, and it allows you to do that but with other people that aren't necessarily in the room, and have that live one-on-one conversation with them. And there are a couple of tools that you can use to facilitate that. Those are Meerkat and Periscope. They both integrate with your social media and allow you to then push out that content on those platforms. So that's me. If you would like any further assistance, in your packs there is an opportunity to have one of my team come out to your place of business and discuss in a little bit more detail how you can apply these concepts to your organisation. Alternatively, we are at the front and are happy to take some questions after we're finished with the formalities. So thank you.